Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you've ever wondered why follow your passion is the advice that everybody gives you, I want to share with you why this is the most fantastic advice you can take, but I want to share with you why from a few different angles that maybe you haven't thought of before. So when people say follow your passion or follow your bliss or follow your heart, what are they really saying? What that really is saying is find that energy inside you that makes you feel alive and go do that thing. And sometimes finding that is its own exploration, but let's say that you somewhat know. You're like, well, I really love doing this thing. Why is that good career advice? Well, number one, I've been studying genius for a very long time, decades at this point. I really deeply understand how genius works. The foundation of genius always is somebody following something that excites them, something that interests them, their passion. You could call it their bliss. It's this thing that they need to go do or explore because it makes them feel alive. And it's that energy of excitement and that energy of passion that is the fuel needed to get through very difficult moments on a journey to mastery. And on the journey to mastery, things can be hard. Paths that you start pursuing don't work out. You need to find a different way. You want to explore a different angle on something because you've kind of exhausted that, but you want to take it to the next level. And so you need that kind of energy or that fuel to find new ways or new explorations of something. It's also the energy that is needed to really work through the hard times. I mean, mastery can be difficult. It can require practice and consistency and repetition and patience. And yet, when you're doing it out of passion, that passion fuels all of those hard moments or all of those difficult parts in the journey to get you through to the next level and then the next level and the next level. So always present inside of genius is that energy of passion or excitement. From a spiritual standpoint, I really feel that energy of passion and excitement is kind of like the universe working through us, and only the way it can do through us for our soul's excitement and our soul's expression and the unique way that we came here to express something. It's that energy that's like, this is what you came here to do. This is the exciting thing. Go do that because this is what lights you up. This is what ignites everything within you and brings you all online. This is it. And it's that energy of excitement, that energy of passion. So it's like this magical fuel that lights us up and creates the energy we need to kind of go along on our journey to keep exploring something to deeper and deeper levels. That's one perspective. Another perspective is when you think of emotions like passion or excitement or boredom or anger, they all have a very different quality to them. If you just feel in your body, how does it feel when you're really excited and really passionate about something? How does it feel when you're really bored? How does it feel when you're really angry? They all feel very different. A key, call it spiritual law of the universe, is the energy that you put out is the energy that you will get back. So when you put out a lot of anger, what you will get back is more things to be angry about. When you put out a lot of excitement and exciting energy, the universe will bring you back more things to be excited and energized about. That is just a law of the universe. So what we put out is what we get back. And so when we put out exciting energy, passionate energy, we get back more things to feel excited and passionate about. And that makes us feel even more alive. And so it's kind of a self-reinforcing loop. So when we stay in that energy of passion and that energy of excitement, it brings us more things to feel that way about. And so then our life becomes more passionate and more exciting. Another angle on this is one that maybe you haven't thought of, but I've certainly experienced in my own life, which is when you're excited about something, the universe has a way of just opening all kinds of doors and bringing you all kinds of abundance that you never expected. And I don't just mean financial abundance. For example, every time I'm really doing something I'm excited about and I'm telling friends or family or colleagues or clients, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm working on this thing and I'm so excited about it and I'm doing this thing and it's really cool. And I love waking up in the morning and working on this thing because it's just so exciting. When I'm in that energy, here's what's happening. I'm feeling excited. The other person, their mirror neurons, meaning the kind of part of them that's feeling what I'm feeling, starts feeling excited also. And people love to feel excited. I certainly love to feel excited. I'm sure you do too. So when people start feeling my passion and my excitement, what do they want to do? They want to be in my energy and they want to help me. That is just sort of human nature. So here's what'll happen. You're telling someone what you're excited about and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm excited with you. Let me help you. And I can't tell you how many times people say, oh my gosh, I want to introduce you to somebody, or oh my God, you're into that? I've got this amazing book, or oh wow, that is so cool that you're talking about that. I just saw a cool video. Let me send you the link. Or oh my God, I know someone that's doing something similar and I think it would be a great collaboration. And so all of this abundance of ideas and connections and insight and inspiration starts coming in because others are sharing in your excitement. And they want to be in your excitement and they want to help because it makes them feel excited too. And so that's kind of a third thing that happens when you're following your passion. Now, here's the last thing I'll say is that it is rare that our passion stays focused on one thing for the entirety of our lives. Often our passion changes. There might be threads or components that are the same as we kind of navigate our career and take different journeys. But the thing that excites me today is very different than the thing that excited me 20 years ago. There are elements that are the same, but the execution or the expression of it is a bit different. And so I don't think it's healthy to think that you're going to do one thing that you're passionate and excited about for your whole entire life. I think it's about exploring what excites you and what you're passionate about in any given moment or for any given phase. And the phase may last 6 months, it may last 6 years, it may last 6 decades. Like, we don't know. But we keep doing the thing. And then when we just feel like we're not excited anymore, we take a break and then we figure out the next thing to feel excited about. And this is a very interesting trend that people have tracked in creativity, that often we have these creative bursts once every 10 years. And in my own life, when I look back, I see that to be very true. And I don't know where this 10 years came from. But it's like we have this big creative push and we're excited and we're jazzed. And then from that push comes a period of executing on it. And after a while, that execution can sometimes feel like, okay, well, I've done it, or I'm burned out, or I'm tired, or it's not kind of going the way that was originally exciting to me. And so, that kind of tapers off. Oftentimes we'll take a break. And then they find something else that excites them. And then there's another burst that lasts maybe 10 years. Now, this may or may not be true in your own life. Like, these cycles may not be 10 years. They may be shorter, they may be longer. What I think is interesting is that if you look back, you may find some truth in that. But that really intense creative excitement where it's fiery, sometimes that is difficult to sustain, for decades, right? That kind of fiery stuff can happen for a while. And then you kind of go into maintenance mode with your excitement, where every day you wake up and you're like, okay, this is still really cool. This is still really exciting. I still really love this. But it's not this like fiery burst that sometimes happens when you're like launching something new or starting something new, whether it's a new project or a new career or a new phase of your life, or a new hobby you're exploring. So it's kind of interesting when you think about excitement, like the spike of excitement can, while you're still on an exciting path, there might be bigger spikes or smaller spikes kind of along that path, and that's just kind of part of the journey too. So if you're wondering, should I follow my passion? The answer is yes. Find that thing inside you that excites you, that you want to explore. And if you don't know, take time to just write down things that feel exciting and see if you can find a thread of it in your heart. And then you explore all your available options for how you might express that excitement, and then just kind of go do that. And as long as every moment of every day you're kind of thinking, God, what would excite me? What would feel exciting? And you're kind of following those threads, you are going to have a magical, magical life. And if you're not there yet, or you don't know, or you feel like you're stuck somewhere, like, that's okay too. Sometimes we have to build up the equity of frustration enough to then go break through and have kind of the next chapter or the next expression, and that gives us information from sometimes what we don't want to do, but we can take a lot of the lessons and a lot of the skills that we've learned and funnel that into what excites us or what our passion is. And even if you can't make what excites you or your passion a full-time job that makes all the money, that's okay too. Just start following your excitement, following your passion in small ways. And then sometimes those small ways turn into big ways. And one day you're like, oh my God, I can do this. I can make a living doing this thing that I love. So I hope that provided some insight for why following your passion or following your excitement is really great advice. And I look forward to hearing about your journey. Please share in the comments things that you're doing to follow your excitement. And until we meet again, thank you.